Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful time here at Space Station 12's 55th Annual Earth Day celebration. I just want to take a moment here aside to recognize the life of the event's founders, Jedediah Stuart Mackenzie Uhrig, or as most of us know him, Mr. Mackenzie, the history professor. He always had the most entertaining curriculums at Station 12 Elementary. He would always bring these wonderful props, these ridiculous costumes, and he always sent us home with these great arts and crafts for us to do with our parents. It was a wonderful time, probably the most fun I had in Station 12 Elementary. But the thing I wanted to do after I graduated was to maintain a friendship with Mr. Mackenzie, just because he seemed like such a fun guy to be around. And he was, but not at first after I got to know him outside of class. At first, he was a kind of soft-spoken, reserved individual who did not like to talk about himself very much. But that only ran skin deep. Once I really got to know him and became more familiar with him, he was a lot more comfortable talking about himself around me. And I was even able to get some of his personal beliefs and social values and his fears out of him. He was especially hesitant to talk about social values and stuff. And religion, too, just because he doesn't want to start any unnecessary arguments. But when I got talking about, things he was afraid of, I was very surprised to learn he was afraid of just space in general, the vacuum out there that's only, inches away at times. He was terrified of that. And that fear kind of comes from this fear he had back on Earth. He was, in fact, born on Earth, actually. I was kind of surprised to learn that. He was born in the continent of North America, in the Pacific Northwest region, in the town of Bellingham, in the year 1993, if you can believe it. But he was terrified of open water and very hesitantly went swimming in any ocean or any body of water he could not see the bottom of. He told me space was so much worse because it was so much more dangerous, and he was really scared of airlocks. That hissing the airlocks make sometimes, stuff of nightmares for him. But I asked him, well, if you're so scared of space, why even come out here to be a history teacher at all? I mean, wouldn't it have been better just live on Earth for the rest of your life? And he said, what I'm more afraid of in space is the idea of an entire generation of humans growing up completely ignorant to their own history. The thousands of years of culture we've accumulated on Earth, that's present in just about everything down there. But up here, it's nothing but a bedtime story. I made it my personal mission to make sure that these first few generations of people born in space, the spaceborn, that they do not grow up ignorant to that. Another thing he said he appreciates about living in Station 12, well, one of the few things he appreciates it, he said he mostly prefers it back on the Earth where there are more plants and stuff around that are easier to access. He really likes plants and animals too. Excuse me. One of the other things he appreciates about Station 12 and how kind of small our community up here is that one of the things he hated to do, well, hated to love to do, one of those types of deals, was watch the news back on Earth. He got so frustrated when he saw these political leaders and just all sorts of people making all these very bad choices and him being able to do nothing about it because he knew he wouldn't be able to get in contact with these people ever, and he could vote for them all he wanted or all he didn't want, but that wouldn't make them any less stupid. So he appreciates that at least up on Station 12, if someone is making a bad decision, he can go over to their quarters and talk their ear off about why it's a bad idea in, Mr. Mackenzie's own special way, which is he doesn't criticize you directly, he just finds 10 or 12 people in history that have all made the same mistake you did, and then he tells you about how they failed or were eaten by lions or something. So that's all I have to say. I hope we have a wonderful 55th Annual Earth Day celebration, and okay, we're good.